型啊！
有錢啊！
有啊，
有
5000蚊獎金，5000蚊 prize pool
多咩？
多，
但係要分8個人咯。
少。
佢仲要3對分啊！
好似 dance project，
咩
aim 仲多 easy。
係啊。
有。
個 UKM 即係叫唔係 UKM 點解 Fax 會參加？因為有錢咯。有錢咯。錢多啲咯，攞錢多啲咪打咯。好快過去。
開咗。
我哋好似冇輸過 roll。
開咗了。
開咗。
真係冇試過啊！
歡迎大家嚟到呢個 OWC 有 USA 打嘅 Hong Kong 啊，萬眾期待。雖然都唔係萬眾期待，不過
其實有solution DD call 可以開喺 OWC 度開啦。
哦，其實我哋可以喺
佢問 band 嘅就
可以喺 OWC 度直接睇都得嘅。
係會有個 difference， 真係。
大家睇咩啊？睇我 OWC live
死多睇你睇 OWC live，
睇我
咩事啊嘛？
啲呢
都屈意。哇！佢張 hidden fee 話我打過，應該個個都好抵。
你應該打到一半先
開直播到 Twitch 咪得，係面真係知道。我去 ban 先，我去 ban， 之後我哋睇 ban DD 少少啦。啊，唔係啲number 5咯，number 5。
差唔一樣啦，其實。
佢哋已經開始 ban 緊嘅啦。
係啊，咁樣想 ban 咩？
拼緊係
啊，香港係贏咗 roll 咯
，ban 到末日咯，
非常好。
已經贏咗一半㗎，係咪啊？唔係啊嘛，嘅。
我唔知邊度講緊嘢。
嗰張圖真係我買個 Muji 冇得玩啊！
香港係 ban 咗 No More 5啦，但係對面係 ban 咗 No More 1嘅。
哇！我想聽 No More 1咯，好聽首歌。
哎呀！
Hard Rock One Band。
No More 1呢啲就都係啲好穩陣嘅 match 啦，基本上
係 ban 曬啲 A。
ban 晒嗰啲可以差唔多5開嗰啲咯。
咁對面係 ban 咗 Hard Rock One 嘅，我 ban DT Two。
佢 ban 晒啲比較 RNG 嘅圖啦。
Thank you, Emric。
特登留翻啲真係難啊！個分差應該會拉比較大，可能有機會就係。
咁就雙方都留翻啲 map 係對自己又有勢。其實
突然驚停啊！
停咩啊？
香港係同上次一樣 ban 到唔同 DT2 嘅，
係 A2 都合情合理嘅。
咁冇計嘅，佢哋嘅 speed 方面咧係的確係比較渣啲嘅，相比起美國嚟，
相比美國嚟講，一定係美國勁得嚟。美國又有參，
尤其是喺呢一彎之後，其實都估到香港要 ban 咩嘅，因為的確能打到 speed 嘅玩家的確唔多啊，係對於香港嚟，
好震。
羅博爾都有少
應該有
少少問題，所以係啦，香港就 first pick 咗呢個 hit 等1，係就有少少估唔到，以為佢哋會揀 free mod 嘅，就。
with speed/stamina against the United States. United States getting rid of Hard Rock 1, Nomad 1, 2 fair.
喂，又係呢個4大天王上場。
Contested picks possibly. Hong Kong is a rather solid aim-based team.
今日應該咁多場應該都係4大天王作戰，除咗 DT 之外。
Nomad 1 has traditionally been one of the maps that they've kind of let slip away. And against a Hong Kong team like this, I think there is a fair chance that they might let that happen today as well. We're going to jump into Hidden 1 to start off for Hong Kong here. They're going to rather daring
有信心，咁要贏，輸咗就冇食，成個氣勢就冇晒佢就。
好打擊㗎，第一場嚟講真係。
Big move.
真係會試嘅。
Yeah, this is super scary, man. The United States, you know, with those
嗰位張琴日呢個 Q 啊，表現非常之好呢張圖 ，FC hard carry 嗰啲隊友，可惜啊，最尾都係6-3輸，俾人6-3啊，輸咗俾呢個英國。
But it does allow them to put in the roster that I expect us to see a lot of.
MCY4, Shira Hayuki, Dragbit3, A21. If you look over their MPs from the previous weeks, that's the roster that they run. It's those 4 players, the vast majority of them. I think something like 9 of their 11 maps or 8 of their 11 maps last week was those exact 4 players. So it's trying to, really allow them to get their strongest roster out early and, try to maybe get a quick lead, take their first point, get a little momentum to start the match off. And then, you never know. You see what happens from there. We saw United States last week dropping the first 2 picks and, Hong Kong saying, maybe we can make this happen again. As Utami, Fancy Lad, Digital Hypno, Takedo look to see if they can't get off with an early break point on Hidden 1, which is something that I think they're going to feel pretty comfortable with.
We'll have to see again. Hong Kong, they do look good at those aim-based picks, those mechanics-type maps here. And I don't think that this Hidden 1 is going to be any exception to that. I think they're setting themselves up for success if they have a good play on this. Most notably, Dragbit 3 was actually the 4th highest performing player of the final round for the Hong Kong team, higher than every single player on the United States team and all the rest of the Hong Kong team in particular. So they've got a strong player on their side to...
而家嘅 score difference 都係差唔多嘅。
Yeah, and one thing that I think is interesting with the way player statistics work out for these teams is Hong Kong, as I said, is a team that really rolls with 4 consistent players over and over.
Utami 再斷
lead along with Utami breaking right after.
而家優勢壓
United
翻
States is a
去
team that
香
really
港嗰
spreads the
邊。
love. They have a lot of different players,
有
playing a
個
lot of
cover
different
advantage
picks. They try to run with pretty
但
variable
係 United
rosters.
States 嗰邊 accuracy 咯。
So, they often
I'm
actually
Fancy
don't
Land
have,
à.
one player
I'm
at the
Fancy
top like that since they
I'm
don't
Fancy
have
Land 仲 SS
participation.
緊。
But working out so far for Hong Kong here. They've got 3 full combos and
Takedo
Dragbit
missed
recovering, and there's only
Takedo
one FC
missed
left, only one big
I'm
combo
Fancy
with
Land
that,
combo 緊。
as Takedo finds the next
不過
break
呢嘢前面咧就好難講，如果香港中間斷晒嘅話，都好大鑊，因為好有機會俾你後面美國隊佢係希望好有可能咧就會係會 combo 翻嘅形成嘅嘢。嗱，講嘢 A.I. 就即刻斷咗啦。 其他人可唔可以撐住高度？
梗係優勢好明顯係壓去香港嗰邊嘅，就睇下可唔可以香港可唔可以 Gyaku MCY4 仲有 Jack Free 可唔可以 hold 住個 combo？
combo there. These sliders
我哋可以見到 I'm Fancy Land 仲係 SS 人啊，好穩定嘅。唔好意思，
kind of a step away from your standard. I think one full aim. There goes Fancy for the United States, the last remaining FC.
呢個香港可以話係好有機會贏到佢哋第一場啦，但係而家都去到一半啫，
一半多少少。
而家係有 FC 有兩 FC 對冇 FC 啊，但係 Jack B 係咪 Jack 而家 Digital 同埋 Utami 咧仲 combo 緊啊！
但係而家 MCY4 同埋 Hayuki 都 two FC 啊，我覺得香港都應該會。
This team consistency right now is really powering.
多啲人都有30萬。
Yeah, this is just a very strong performance. MCY4 Shira Hayuki still holding high accuracy full combo. One more miss could make this very interesting. There are, still about 300, 400,000 points for some of these players. So one more break could make this very interesting if the United States can hold their combo through the ending. If
Fancy Lad 同埋 MCY4 miss 咗。
Fancy Lad and MCY are instead of Fancy Lad has the smallest combo on the US as they try to claw back this lead, but no. MCY4 broke. Is there
冇時間，已經唔夠時間俾呢個，應該唔夠時間，因為 Jack B 一定
score lead is going to disappear rather
你唔係喎，你有機會喎，你等下先，
有機會。
Dragbit has held it for long enough here in the top performing
冇啦，唔夠時間，應
該唔夠時間，有 Jack B 拉住
star for the Hong Kong team, and they're going to get board by a rather large margin, about 150,000 score.
我 MCY 呢個38 miss 啊，你睇嚟佢後面實在太緊張啦。 你太緊張啦後面，不過唔緊要啊！我哋呢個 Jack B 啊，雖然前面斷咗，但係佢都有 combo 住啊，為香港攞呢個寶貴1分啊！你睇嚟頭先嗰個話，如果 US6 拎唔到就要 quick up Osu 嗰條，應該要 quick up 咯。
United States, however, immediately instant pick 咗 TD3 嘅see that double speed stamp
香港後嚟攞咗1分，而家咁美國就 pick 咗啲 T3 啦。
Yeah, I think this is going to be a matchup where
係其實香港好大嘅弱點就係喺佢哋嘅 DT 啦，尤其 speed 方面所以咧係往動打嘅策略係唔錯。
more niche.
如果毫無意外啊，應該 USC 應該可能會攞呢一分。佢哋嘅 speed player 比較多啦，例如呢個。
不過見到 Aris 已經入咗嚟，
係啊
，Tamis 都好勁
，Aris 啦
，1.2 million I think it was difference between the teams, and DT won by a couple 100,000 as well.
係咩機知做乜嘢咯？就嚟遲咯，佢就嚟遲咯，我哋講一半你先入嚟好似。
你講一半啊，兩分，
佢一半。
See where this match leads us. My one concern, I think,
for the United
States, or maybe two concerns. It's very late for a lot of these guys. 5 years playing at midnight or later. I'm going to assume they're all just late. Something to kind of keep in mind.
Oh my god!
This team feels a little more susceptible to just random misses. You saw the very high consistency from Hong Kong over that entire last map. The United States found some unexpected breaks, and they're going to need to corral those.
Well, they're going to have to rely on that team consistency here. Hong Kong has traditionally not been that strong double-time 3 team in the tournament thus far, especially if we look at stats from last week. You did have RLSC, Minecraft 570, and A21 sitting fairly high up on the leaderboard, 650k plus on all 3 of them. But
佢哋擺出咗你個陣容上已經算 DT 最勁嘅個陣容啦，其實已經以 speed 嚟講 ，RJ 以前
sitting, you know, maybe in the top 10 players on the map in terms of overall score. So I think that Hong Kong is going to have to show us some, you know, hidden 1 level of performance here in order to take a point away here. You know, again, I think that needless to say, while Hong Kong will have the capability of taking points and putting them up on the board right now, there is, you know, it is the United States, and I don't think you expect them to lose their picks. That says anything about Hong Kong, but
睇你夠唔夠手速啦，同埋夠唔夠耐力啦，去撐住成張圖。
相信出嚟，相信
Anybody in for this map that's streaming? Yes, Taquito is in for this map. We're gonna go see if we can't find out what's going on here. I'm guessing somebody's stuck waiting for players trying to load. So I'm anticipating we're probably gonna get an abort and a restart here. Not positive as it has not come in yet. But I think that is most likely
都唔意外啊 ，bench 呢啲嘢就大家都知。
It does say the
可能 server 添啊！依家咁睇係，
就你
啲 player 都喺度問好緊，因為。
用緊啲薯仔做開嘅 bench， 唔好意思，講錯嘢。
佢個 friend 就已經開始嚟個 NBA 波
Maybe similar to issues we see.
好有可能係香港戰術，
香港戰術 ，OK。你有邊個做 pick 下究竟
？Should be able to get back into this. Here in just a sec, and you will note a big roster change for Hong Kong on this pick, right? RLSC all new members on this map from the preceding one. And I think that's going to be something that's going to be key to watch out for as well. As I talked about, the roster for map number 1 was what you'd usually see from Hong Kong. This is kind of their DT speed roster. If the United States can force them onto that away from their comfort players, they might be able to find some advantages there.
佢哋個卡人真係好大，佢哋個卡人就係
好
似係啊 ，OK，
我由開始咗，
係咪手速機術入邊 AK ARICIM？
Continue. This map is very burst heavy, not super stamina heavy if you are comfortable.
美國嗰邊4邊都4個好人 SS
哇
！263
真係一開始咁變出手神啦。
香港呢一方面就已經 drop 咗 accuracy 啦，
好真係已經手真係好有啲緊張，即係好緊張，但係佢手劇好嗰個都依然可以保持較快，幾時都係好緊喎。
Tira 首先第一個斷咗啊，係我哋。
你而家開始 hold 唔住壓力啦
，Tira 就斷咗。
睇下 hold 唔 hold 到速度啊！真係
真係要斷咗。
之後 Tira 已經 drop 緊 accuracy
呢張算係一張好短嘅圖啊，所以基本上如果練到前面嘅話就 都仲有機會，但係誒其實
70就係 miss 啊 ，Terra 我 miss 埋，其實 Kito 我 miss 埋。
香港要贏要對面就係難度上係有啲大，因為對面啲。
但係美國仲有三個人好過 FC，
係啊，3
都唔計嘅，都99嘅。
但係香港得一個半好過 FC 就係 RS。P 都好緊 ，P 都好過 FC 嘅。
係我覺得一差太遠實在。
但係個 combo advantage 肯定係到向美國啦 ，FC advantage
已經係 confirm 美國大比多個勝啦，呢一鋪應該上已經係。
RS
不過美國強項真係喺呢一度，美國強項手出呢啲地方真係成日你咁滯啦。
佢哋真係 speed team。
He over-aimed a triple, man. Oh, that is so unlucky.
No, tragedy strikes for the man with the 99.89% accuracy. 821 misses at the ending. What?
I did say that Arison was going to have good accuracy, and that's exactly what he's so prone to doing that.
咁美國就好理所當然咁。
As they had a double FC from Utami and Fancy Light.
如果香港贏咗就打決賽，
doing all right for himself.
係嘅。
United States really just getting up on that pick as we.
頭先講
咗再講，
That was a very
再講啦。
for them in this matchup.
贏咗再講。
Very solid there. Well, Arison and A21, two of the players holding right until the end, both one missing. A21 missing the jumps at the ending, unfortunate. Hong Kong just lost the team performance game on
基本
that
上
one.
呢
I
一
think
場
the
應
United
該
States
策略
running
都
here
主要
again.
係
Utami
喺自己
Fancy
pick
led
嘅嗰
Arison
啲
Taquito.
map 入
That
邊落
is
分啦，最主要都
just
要係。
an extremely strong
最好就唔好
TT
失
speed
分啦。
roster, and when you come into those burst heavy maps,
分
you
就
need to be able to
DT
not only
應該難
compete
食。
with the consistency, but the
因為已經
accuracy
ban 咗 DT 嘅，
that
所以
the
香
United
港
States is
DT
going to put up,
two 都係
especially
咁
on
樣
their
放
own
得添。
picks. And Hong Kong not quite able to match
So you
up there. We
ban
kind
咗
of saw it even from the beginning of the
美
map.
國都
They're
知香港 no more 好勁同埋 Excel M 方面，所以都 ban 埋 no more 同埋 Excel。
for
cross
performance.
冇打過。
They're going to go into their next.
飛魔一第一張連打圖啦，但係可能會食 M 少少，相比佢 No More Two 啦。
開波方面 AI 應該都係 HRC
I
嘅。
like this option.
pattern 嚟講，佢會再佢唔會咁 straightforward 啦，會再你講嘅 pattern 會再怪，即係唔會似 No More Two 咁樣。
個版本在香港最強嘅地方。
咁 fire rate
Best team score on Fremont won last week.
Yeah, this is
你見到
Hibiki
嘅冇上場。
我唔係啊！
係啊，呢啲冇上場啦。
嗰個廢喎！
你翻係特登唔打嘅。
發個 Muji。
So it's
Muji
bit less
冇上過場。
uncertainty for them.
冇人打冇人。
Very good hidden players on the team this
冇
year,
人
like we talked about. Very good
冇人後備喎。
So I think this should be a good matchup, but Hong Kong, I think will feel pretty
個
confident.
定位比較尷尬，
Muji 冇咩上場嘅，
咁有四大天王嚟，
佢真係冇咩上場機會。
Last week,
有四大天王嚟講，
Fremont
邊個上唔
won
到？
team score
有四大天王，
3.7
其實
million.
咩
The
圖
next
上？
closest
你睇已經齊咗你香港
Romania at 3.55 million.
香港永遠都四個人上，香港唔會變嘅。
The top performing team on
美
this
國唔同
by
美
a
國可以
pretty
係咁
decent
變
margin
陣。
over everyone else that played that.
美
With
國
that
我
being
睇
said,
太
the
多人。
United States did not
美國
play
高手雲集
Fremont
啊
won
隨便都變態
last
咯。
week.
成個 OWC 最多人嘅 player base。
Even so, with the performance that we
香
saw
港
from
呢
Hong
個
Kong, if they're
最大嘅
able to
優
put
勢在於佢哋嘅 free
remotely
ball
similar to that this
上，
week, I think they
佢
will
哋
find
對佢哋可以開自己最熟
You
悉
do
嘅
have
對
Taquito and Fiery Rage who will basically both
佢哋呢幾場
have the ability
贏
to
嘅
put up
分
good
好
hits
多
for Taquito and
有
good
多
hard rock
上一場
Fiery,
啊
I
對俄羅斯
imagine.
有幾分都係
Unless they
喺
decide to
free
go
ball
for
度攞
maybe-
翻嚟，
I
咁
doubt they go for Utami hidden, I guess, but I
其實
think
香港
Fiery's
咁
probably
細
a
個
set
player
hard rock
base 嚟
player on
講，
this
可以
one.
有咁多咁勁嘅人都已經
Not
算
sure
係
about
已經
mods
好
on
好。
Hong Kong. I do wish I was more familiar. I think
我哋一個
A21.
嚟年嘅嚟年澳洲 C player F2X。
If you go based on last week, it's
係啊
A21 hard
來年有個
你睇下 Indonesia
for
多
their
香港
picks,
咁多人，到
and
香港都打贏。
is going to be that here
香
again.
港
Yeah,
嘅
so
實力
that's
其
kind of
實
the
都
roster they
係
ran with. They played
冇
Fremont
錯
3. They run.
你香港打入埋俄羅斯呢個領土最大嘅國家。
錯啊！
就喺
打贏
其實喺咁多個呢個 pick 入邊，即係預測入邊咧，好多人預測香港會輸俾呢個印度啦，甚或者係呢個印尼咁我唔理，但係最尾佢哋都係贏到啊！可以見到佢哋呢個一可以賽下睇黑馬嘅存在嚟嘅係。
expecting
見到 A 一係淨係開咗黑咯啦，試下 Yuki
咁美國嘅 Fancy 咧就已經斷咗啦，咁但係如果斷咗兩個 swap 咗，所以而家 combo advantage 梗係差
但係問題係美國依家兩個 Echo 就非常之有兩個 SS 緊嘅，
係兩個 SS 緊，
胡他面同埋。
但係香港都而家有兩個 SS 緊嘅，就係Jappy 4同 Jappy 3仲有
Jappy 4打到比賽唔好意思。
係美國優勢啊！你見到呢個
而家真係睇邊個 SS 緊嗰邊可以揾得到更加耐。
同埋佢哋嘅 support combo 啦。
唔知 AC 啊已經斷咗啦已經。
係 Jappy 4同 SCY 4好掂咯，
一直喺維持緊。
好勁！
咁香港仲有美國兩邊都 hold 緊兩個 SS。
Fireage miss 咗
MCY
係啊，跟住埋
過100啦，但係已經
個 FC 而家係好睇嗰剩低嗰兩個 FC 呢個會連到可唔可以穩住啊？
電視面嗰啲陣 SS 緊，如果依隻 SS 緊，斷一個呢，依唔係斷一個 ，J 出咗個。
咁 map 就剩加油啊！
呢個時候。
下 Yuki 斷咗，A1都 miss 咗，下 Yuki 都 miss 咗。但係香港有兩個空有機會，如果有機會30萬。
一個，你有冇叫跳一個？你個有就跳一個，你個有就跳一個啦，如果 FC 跳一個嘅話，
唔夠時間啊！
冇啦，
唔夠時間，
爭少時間啊！
真係我想。
Jappy 100啊，非常
一個100喎。黐線 Jappy
2 FCs to 1 with Tommy matching
Oh my god！ 一個頂動啊
！Dragbit with the 1x100 we talked about him being the highest performing player on Hong Kong and the highest performing player out of both of these teams.
Oh my god！有嘢冇啦，嘢拜拜。
咁美國就攞咗呢個
bringing out the stronger team performance.
係咪要Tommy matching
Fancy Lad with the very early break in the map and Fiery being able to put up that smart rock supporting combo all the way to the ending, just giving the United States a slight edge on that one. But Hong Kong is certainly not down and out of that map.
係因為個人實力不足。
簡單嚟講，對面太廢，
係啊，即係我太廢。
即係美國太廢，唔想打，冇興趣，冇得食。
係咯，美國太廢嘅廢唔貪嘅 Harrison 全部點壓冇 back 食，唔想打年。係啊，
Hong Kong might start to have maybe 1 or 2 players that start to have a little bit of a rough time.
仲要打落去仲有咩意義啫？
係咯，冇意義嘅，
冇意義啊！
老魔落
咗，係剔咗綠魔落啊！羅落咪嗰啲怪圖，
就係堅力咯。
Yeah, that was by no means a bad team performance from Hong Kong.
希望我哋會見到 OWC 就係
like that's a solid score. It's really just the difference of those supporting players like you were talking about, that depth of the United States just a little bit stronger. And their mod players able to outscore the mod players of the opposition, but I don't think you can take that one map to mean that this is a mismatch or anything like that. There's a couple picks maybe that trend that direction, but Hong Kong really, I think, will be able to hang with the United States just like that on a lot of picks, and USA going with a quick nomad
香港依然都係呢個四大天王啊！
你覺得四大天王？
美國呢個四大天王
兩邊都有4個四大天王。
美國7大天王咁8大制咯。
係啊。
呢張係一張。
哇！大護塔未開始爆炸 ，ACC
Fire Range 個 ACC 都爆
，A 都爆，
但係下 Yuki 已經 miss 咗啦。
Fire Range 都
miss，Fire Range 都 miss 咗兩個 swap 咗，所以而家 combo advantage 都係差唔多。
係 ACC 方面差得大實在因為，
但係 ACC 方面香港係有優勢嘅。
香港劣勢咁啦，其實
A1 有啲差嘅。
Jappy 3就 hold 緊99 X。
are both kind of showing us that this map is maybe not as hard as it looks. Who knows? Maybe they're just absolutely insane regardless the two of them matching each other. It's dead even between the two teams.
仲加覺得難拍，琴日台灣嗰場都已經斷咗唔少人。
Very close early on here. Triple FC to triple FC. Dragbit 3 drops a little bit down, but there goes Utami. The advantage Hong Kong for the moment. Their accuracy is a little bit
好有可能會
MCY 斷咗 4. And that combo
你睇面我冇跳到過啦，因為我冇跳到過，我哋香港基本上穩勝嘅。
Harry Side breaks combo advantage 係
好抵，究竟邊個可以穩住啊？
嚇到飛起！
咁究竟香港嗰邊可唔可以 hold 住 combo 咧？
香港穩住 combo 就有機會贏。
我冇香港 combo 一定穩贏㗎啦，基本上因為 combo 差會拉開分差會。香港基本上。嗱，仲有啲難講嘅，有啲難講嘅，有啲難講嘅，完 miss 咗。不如轉頭就係啦，轉頭就係啦。兩粒試啊 ，A1 有 high 嘅
，A1 同一 B 做 combo 緊。優勢喺香港。
佢翻去轉啦，
香港除非佢哋 chain miss 咗都應該都贏啦，贏咗。香港贏咗啦，贏咗。Break points in a row 啊，大家。香港對美國啊。 攞兩個 break point 啊
that rhythm skill
又係
all those tempo changes that this map throws at you
95%
呢個美國佢喺呢個香港攞佢哋頭先佢哋嘅分，咁而家美國嘅 pick 啊，但係香港係贏咗呢。
我第一兼美圖贏咗美國啊 ！Oh my god！Let's go！
見到呢個 Dragbit 3啊，同埋 A21嘅 hard carry 有個 FC
carry 咗啦。A21 and Dragbit 3 kind of dragging their teammates through that one to make it happen there. Shirahayuki though actually
香港唔知 pick 咩咧咁喎，好緊張呢場比賽。香港一定唔會 pick DTC 啊，第一樣嘢。
Fever 2，
繼續
Fever。香
港會
Fever 係有一把好弱智嘅咯。
United States needed Fiery to come in through with the recovery on the combo.
係啊，咁樣個位嘅。
Or Fancy Labs that early miss.
1、2、3、4、5、6、7嘅 double。
They're really doing some more damage. So
Hong
Kong now they're going to continue going for the free mods. They're going to trust in that free mod roster here.
係個 part 練到啦，基本上已經係睇。
A map that they
而且真係一張 CS AR 8.4
slightly less strong than like on free mod 1. 5th place team on the map, about a 3 million team score. Pretty close gap on that. Again, that was the match versus Russia.
香港贏咗呢場就係 confirm 呢個 top 4，同埋 A 定 top 3好似。top 4應該係。
應該 top 4嘅，如果香港贏咗呢場。
如果香港贏咗就係 confirm top 4兼。可以話係咁多年以嚟首次入到決賽啊！但係而家都好難講嘢。
贏多一場就
而家好難講。
唔係喎，咩贏多？如果你哋贏多一場，我哋 confirm top 3嘅。我哋已經贏咗呢一場，我覺得獎金喎。翻到去 final 喎，唔係我 final 啫，我哋 final fantasy。final fantasy。
同埋夜晚一場你有 A21 入嚟之後講咗嗌香港。
我哋香港多咗個人啦，我哋對面隊我哋有強勢 MP。
好，我哋 Aaron 入咗我哋 team 啊，我哋已經多咗一個優勢。
太好啦，
太好啦，太好啦，香港贏。
太可惜啦，翻咗去啦，太可惜啦 ，USA，
可惜啦，
唉 ，USA。
個 rap 做乜嘢啊
？No 啊
！No. It's a hidden hard rock on A21 and a hidden on Shirahayuki. No, excuse me. I am. Yeah, it's 3 hidden hard rocks. Shirahayuki, A21, MCY4, and then Dragbit 3, the lone hidden. And they got.
8未知我哋8日出咗而家。Oh my god！
So if they can replicate that performance,
A21 開咩波咧 ？A21 唔開波。
Haven't seen play all that much free mod. This could be.
我有 A21 唔開波，竟然會。
A1 8.4啊，呢張圖 A1 8.4同埋
Fire 先開起咗佢嘅 HR 啊。雙方都有兩個開錄播嘅。
MCY4 is definitely struggling a little bit on that.
HD 成日對決就係呢個 Dragbit 3打呢個 Utami。
drop at the beginning alongside Fire.
斷咗，我做咩？誒
rather difficult to no lock. Hello,
bro. He like rage cursor dance.
我應該係讀錯圖啦，應
該應該係
and MCY4 breaking early on as well.
我唔知佢 concentrate。
Oh my goodness. Okay,
no lock.
Drag before, but
I'm fancy
fancy lad and fiery.
但係呢一隊香港依然都係極大極度優勢。
Despite all that, it's not a big lead.
A 一斷咗。
Not at all. I mean,
而家斷咗，如果斷咗，基本上香港咁樣 combo reset 晒。而家 combo advantage 係倒向呢個美國嘅。A 一再斷。一再斷啦。
Boy, it makes you wonder why they were so quick to pick this. I mean, I don't know if
Asian McCready EFC 嘅因為分差拉得好開。美國烏塔米
break 咗。
Fortunately for the United States, Fancy
over an area, so it's just free jam 咗一方慢慢 build up 翻個 combo 啦。
如果 hold 得住嗰就有機會 ，hold 得住絕對有機會。
A lot of people having a lot of trouble with this type of pick. You can see why this
is combo 但 MCY miss 咗，即係佢都 recover 緊。哦，算係 miss 咗，
但烏塔米有條斷埋。
而家淨係真係
just in a zen mode right now.
如果 A miss 嘅話，有機會嘅香港度。
烏塔米
一都有300 combo 啦。
alternate dimension play.
Variation miss 咗 ，MCY4 miss 咗兩個 squat 咗。
我睇嚟咁鋪都應該冇乜機會啦。
Tommy and Fiery are certainly making it look doable.
因為前面太傷，實在前面嗰下。
that you get from that FC, as well as the accuracy lead that he has over the next closest player. Tommy's gonna find another MCY4 up as well, and that's gonna go to the United States for the break point. They're right back.
Ariu 4-100s, by the way. Ariu comes in for his first map of the day and announces his presence. He brings out the Megalomaniac here, and I am ready to game.
By the way,
my name is Ariu. I play Air 8.4 and United States makes 3 break points in a row. Takes that 3-2 lead, and now they're going to go back into the DT pool, which I think is a little more advantageous to them. Take double time 4 as their next pick as we look to find somebody able to win their own pick.
I think if it's any team, I guess I don't know anymore. Actually, Nate's DT4 last week was only 3 million.
All right, so I'm going to put it this way regarding last week.
DT4.
The United States picked DT4 as their first map.
其實 alt map 嚟嘅呢一張，而且時打睇嘅直播嗰陣時，佢呢張唔係打得比較好。
And they still won if you compare the scores from the two teams. It was by like 36,000 points, but they still won.
呢張 Hippo 嘅
Hong Kong
飛機火車真係犀利嘅，佢世界頭有名。
For them was probably a decent score. They had an FC, an S rank, and a couple of 2 misses. Everybody over 500k there.
Idol 應該會上嚟啦，要機車應該會上嚟，我覺得。DT 佢試住先上。
You know, kind of a similar skill set, yeah.
Longer though, it is much longer than last week's. I mean, A was a
and
Waveworth not pulling any of the punches here. 4 minutes and 14 seconds.
Yeah, this one's almost 3 minutes long after.
Oh, this is a consistency one.
I
mean, the team scores for both the United States and Hong Kong were last week less than 1,000 score difference.
四大天王又出現，又係四大天王。我覺得唔係四大天王嘅，
呢張冇啦，實在
都係嗰4啊，都係一同樣有 roster，都係嗰4大天王。
And Hong Kong, while they were close, but no dice in terms of statistics.
唔可以打機，所以打 GY4。
Maybe stealing this one back. Not only do they need to
be
more comfortable than
but they
need to have the consistency to match up with it, given that it's a longer pick.
And
that is asking quite a bit out of any team, I think, to go against any team who performed better than you the previous week on an easier map in a shorter time frame on a map that is now longer and more difficult is a big ask for it.
Yeah, this is a tough spot to be in as you know, kind of the.
You know, this is
not going to be an easy map, and it's one I think it's the type of map where your performance can be quite variable.
都係香港嘅市場，我上市場嘅地方知啊，但係到時美國都唔可以，美國都實力非常之強。我見到 Fireway 而家 SS 緊黐線 ，Iron Fist 都 SS 緊，兩個 SS。
Definitely doable for them, but you can see already. You know that
active advantage
just a little bit of ground, and they'll see how much
SS 緊。
Fancy Lad, so who knows?
Second map now that Fancy
Lad miss 咗之後，而家香港嘅優勢係
Hong Kong the opportunity to make up the ground that they lost on that active.
你睇 Fireway 就幫人斷啦。Fireway 啲添喎，D16 QD 3個會貼一個。係佢哋3個如果貼一個嘅話，香港有好大機會㗎。
佢一斷咗，但係一斷咗。
MC1
斷咗。Oh no!
So that is 2FC's
Fancy Lad 有冇人斷？
但係
因為睇 Fireway 同埋機身有冇可能斷啦？而家再。佢而家係兩個 FC 嚟嘅。
跟住就慢慢 build up 翻個 combo。美國有 supporting combo 優勢，
同埋 ACC 嘅優勢佢哋有。
個 ACC 真係兩個9佢哋。你想再斷多次？應該走遠啦咁咯，但係好大機會就走遠啦呢鋪已經。
而家慢慢 step 翻個 combo， 但係 combo 優勢好明顯都係倒向呢個美國㗎。
如果機身同埋
Aerial， 而家 Yuki miss 咗 Aerial，miss 咗但係 miss 咗之後，而家香港唯一一個
Fire Race 對 Japan。
而家香港唯一一個 supporting combo 就係得 Japan Free 嘅咋，而家 Yuki miss 咗。
上一期已經打出佢俾自己平時練嘅個成績已經震咗高啦，其實已經係。
equates to about a 60K score, and that is just helping even every little bit counts. And United States feeling good.
最實際係 Fire Range 啊 ，Fire Range 同埋 Iron Fist 呢兩個
Aerial miss 咗。
Aerial finds another break, but I think it's just gonna be
Fire Range 非常之穩定。
剩翻少少啦，但係
冇啦。
應該好穩啊！呢張圖
就應該冇。
太穩啦。特別非常之 carry， 但係個底檔唔似 Fire Range 強勢。
Made this virtually impossible for Hong Kong to make a comeback on unless they held that double FC. And
MC1 個山都逼太傷啦，真
係。They do find some combos after slider break for A21.
香港都打得唔錯，
其實好唔錯
啦。好唔錯，如果對手唔係美國，我哋已經贏咗，我哋呢鋪已經係。但好可惜對面嘅對手，我哋係對手美國人。
我哋對 UK 咯有可能。
我哋都對任何一隊都有可能，除咗美國之外。
冇錯。
And he certainly did, and that's why he's on the team.
我哋對任何一隊我都有可能，我哋都有機會打呢個任務。你覺得真係我唔定。
The accuracy from Fancy Lad helping carry things 850K 99.17% with
美國就算今年冇 fax 死都
really good stuff from him. And again, this kind of speaks to the depth of these teams. Because the United States put up
美國連續第3白樓冠軍到今年第4架咧。
Whereas Hong Kong, their second best score was 750K, were under 663K. So the depth just there a little bit more for the United States, able to get the better backing scores.
一個有
兩種
選擇係，一係揀 no more free fall， 一係揀 free ball 嘅。
Has that little bit of extra confidence in their third and fourth player on is going to be huge. Hong Kong, for their part, needs to find the maps for them as well if they want to try and get back into this now down the consolidated breakpoint 4-2.
頭先已經睇咗美國隊對於 Octocad
佢強勢啲。I don't want to say it's do or die point because you never want to say that when the score line is 4-2. It's not as far as it looks, but
個解咗 number 6。
Oh my God, it's number 4.
Not a lot of wiggle room here now for Hong Kong. They're gonna go for the Nomad 4 pick. They're gonna kind of daringly be.
我都踢咩咧？應該都係
拉打。
應該係踢嚟嘅。
I think
即係 style 打踢嚟啫。
好易 miss 啦，跟住 at 又好難 hold 啦。
A bad idea. A long pick again as well. 4 minutes and 1 second.
香港啲4個係冇得手啊！
Continuing to bank on that.
而家都係啦。
冇啊，冇應該，冇應該呢個字嘅。香港除咗呢4個人之後都冇定。
都係靠晒我4個。
又要有 Hello Tom 嗰個意義嘅話。
我哋除非我哋有 Hello Tom 咯，係啦 Hibiki 啊，
有 Hibiki 啊
，Hibiki 撚事嘅。
Oh my god！
我數塔食咯，唔得咯。
我咁廢。
So, Hong Kong, we expected, I think, coming in, we saw 4 mechanics bans. We knew there was going to be a lot of
係啊，你有冇睇上年我打成我打得好渣啊？
佢打好勁啊！
講勁啦，打到
好差啊！你真睇啊，你就快咗係追雷嗰個。
咁啱，
但因為成年之前太記咗就
啱啊！
應該係。
I think that we've been
咩機又唔打，
咩機又係唔打，
係咯，年年又打又唔打咁樣，Hibiki 又唔打，已經冇咗3個，
我3個強勢人士
，3個強勢人士
冇，仲有冇上場空間？
I think that
有一個
係咯，Mega 唔上去，Mega 唔用佢，Mega 多嘢上去香港。
Mega
好開波，呢張圖就好多係啊，
哇，4分鐘一張
focus 喺呢個 side eye，冇 miss 嘢㗎，
冇 miss
我哋一撚齊走，
冇 miss 嘢㗎啦，
冇 miss 嘢㗎。
仆佢啊！
你唔好講美國打英國有一場4FC， 但係美國 ACG 高啲，都係贏。
4FC 都輸，真係唔會講啦。
We've seen some pretty ridiculous things out of the United States in the past on Nomad 4.
而家有少背上一節咁鋪。而家真係贏得幾多得幾多啦。
And I think quarterfinals or semifinals last year.
究竟香港可唔可以攞到1分咧
？One that we haven't
Oh
seen
my god！做咩 package 下邊
好撚 combo 啊
！Oh my god！What the hell is this？
好粗暴咁樣真係。
哎呀！
你個先脫2個。
哦。
眼飛之後脫呢個。
香港仲 hold 緊 combo， 大家要點咗？
而家美國都有極高 AC 優勢。雖然美國跌咗2個咧，但係佢 AC 飛晒
哦 ，Jeffrey
都係，
但係 A1同埋 S1 好緊 combo。
上面都有 Fire 同埋
Iron Fence 咧，同埋 Take 圖啊，慢慢 recover 翻 ，stack 緊 combo 啦。咁而家 combo 同埋 accuracy 優勢都倒向美國呢邊嘅。
Fire 先都 Fire 先 on fire 緊。
It's the difference between being able
to
Irish 同埋 Take 圖嘅 accuracy 啦，可以
扭氣球。
98。
Alright, I'm just gonna shut up because whatever I just said clearly.
阿 Leo 斷咗，
哎呀！
斷咗，
唔小心。
阿 Leo 係咪香港之友？阿 Leo
香港之友係啊，睇嚟 Fire 咪香港之友咯。
哎呀！Oh no！佢唔係右黑芒啊嘛？
一邊又飛又黑喎，哎呀！
黑芒，
最尾呢個時候黑芒 ，Oh my god！Oh
my god！點解做？
Even if you break, you can't.
最尾黑芒嘅時候黑芒咗
because that's just losing you score. Like
有就睇香港開波咗嗰2個有冇就斷啦。
him out or something. That's the only like logical.
Gonna
break as well. That's why 4A21 still playing the role of the carries here for Hong Kong, but all they're doing is
美國依家有3個 case high combo 嘅時候 FC 緊數
Gyaku 又 miss 咗次，
即係香港2個 FC， 但係都頂唔住，實在係咪2個都未有 FC 添？
冇咩 combo 但係對面比較高啊，真係
極高啦，我係黐線。
都係，其實美國都係同香港爭少少分。
Ariel miss，
即係想 miss 咗，但係冇辦法，實在太
冇辦法啦。
Fire 上 on fire 咁樣。
一 B 嗰個實在太過突然啦
呢個黑芒真係
都冇咩事嘅。
冇啦，已經冇 Fire 出 on fire 啦。Oh my god！ Fire 出 on fire。
咁就咩？
唔知咩嚟。
And this much like that DT performance and Airyu WTF.
Fireworks on fire! Oh my god!
Score, and he loses them the chance at 3 mil. But it's a
point.
It's a great point, and it's 5-2. That is a match.
And
dare I say they just find whatever the most raw mechanics is.
Need to go.
係啊，真啊。
Donate free new monitor, thanks.
你會將阿葉嗰度擺條 link 啊？
係阿葉個放條。
你可唔可以講
成咗份嘢啊？
我講喺下一個禮拜之前幫佢籌咗錢換新嘅。
Donation for Jumpy new monitor.
That was kind of what I figured though when I said I was like, I don't think he's actively trolling. I wouldn't do that, so I kind of figured it was a technical issue.
俾 Koi 擺佢 PayPal 出嚟。
擺 PayPal。你擺銀行攞出嚟算啦，香港人買大都。
係啊，係咪好
？That's just kind of tragic.
啲轉數快，
係啊，轉數快。
係咪知牙科得啊？
At least before the next week, so that they can be at their best. Or any matches to come after this one.
並架球咗 HD。美國換咗人啦，美國花 range 落咗去 ，Utami 上咗嚟，跟住其他人員冇變過。有冇可能係最後一張？亦都可能係繼續下一張。
41 carry 啊！
應該有反擊嘅時候。
係啊！
唉，之前我哋已經嚟緊，如果呢個輸咗之前，就會輸，因為我哋冇 Hibiki。
如果啲香港輸咧，但我運都可以留落 Hibiki 咯，因為唔打。係咯，又冇 Hibiki，又冇咩架，點打？
係啊，真咯，
係咯，又冇敲。
呢個係 false information。
Just people talk about this you're gonna throw the kitchen sink at him. This
我哋缺乏兩個香港 HD 嘅好手，
唉，冇錯。
香港可惜。
This just is relentless.
It went for the 我真係自己咪好緊張，擺唔出嚟。
Wow. Yeah, this is.
咁呢個就好有可能係 United States 嘅 last pick。
They looked not their greatest on hidden at the start, but on stuff like that, I think is where the USA is going to really shine.
See, Aryu's up for vengeance from his performance.
不過打呢場之後，即係 BB。
Oh no!
Oh my god！呢個 BB 唔好開場。
Utami
都 miss 咗。
Utami 變咗。
Even Utami finding breaks at the beginning here. This easier.
It's still like this.
再 miss 多次。
Low aim stuff with some weird little micro cursor movement needed, but it's easier.
即係 BB 嘅 即係 BB 嘅 act 係非常之高。
不過我覺得即係 BB 打完呢場之後咧。首先要做嘅就係買個新 mon 先，
冇錯。
喂，攞個銀號過嚟，銀號咪佢攞銀號啊
！Airyu 咯，
係攞個 mon 去用啦，屌你！
籌錢籌咗5個240，籌錢攞5個240翻嚟。
AM miss 咗，
再 miss 多一次。而家得翻 Iron Fans 咧，因為美國4個 Fs 要3個 Fs 就一個 high combo，其實美國已經係自助必得㗎啦，應該係。但係佢只不過，但係對香港依然都唔有利，因為 Iron Fans 咧同埋 Potico 係 Fs。其實 AC 極高，佢2個9佢3個9，2個9嗰2個嘛。
除非有奇蹟發生，
即係除非奇蹟嘅啫。
你嗌要，
除非美國4個 miss。
突然間有個
呢個斷電屋企。
美國斷電 OK。
Hacker 係時候要做嘢 Hacker。
哇
！Hacker 做嘢啦。
佢哋真係Utami，但係上一條變咗 combo 清場冇咩。
JPP 都 miss 咗。
哦 ，JPP miss 咗。
JPP miss 埋。Oh my god！咁應該冇啦，已經係。
真係。
剩翻 MCY4
miss 晒。
MCY4。
4分1，大家4分1，慢慢4分1。
OK， recover。What？ 有可能，冇 miss。
It is literally all in MCY4. This could be Hong Kong.
佢實上次，而家個慢慢拉翻去香港嗰邊。
阿
Louis，please，
入嚟。
Tommy Airyu trying to keep this in check.
Oh no!
It might be enough combo for USA.
哦，有可能，仲有
MCY just hold like your life depends on it. Diamond hands MCY
please.
Oh my god!
哎呀，真係
哇，好近啊
！3-4萬。哎呀
！1,000 points. His efforts are for naught. The accuracy
Oh my
unfortunately sank the hopes of Hong Kong and the United States. What a score, lad! What a play from him.
Man, if you were gonna go out on a high note,
盡咗力㗎啦，香港真係盡咗好大。
對面嘅 Apple 哥，
香港真係好勁，
太可惜啦，真係。
Hate to see that be a loss, but
以一個香港咁細嘅 player base 嚟講係好勁㗎啦。
Hong Kong shouldn't.
知點解香港會輸啊？Hibiki 唔喺度啊？係咯，Hibiki 唔喺度，
咩事？
咩㗎唔喺度啊？
係咯，
好可惜啊！呢場。
要喺 Twitter post 下 Hibiki 啫。
呢場都係呢個 USA 贏咗，恭喜呢個 USA 贏咗呢場。順利咁入到去呢個 final 啊！而香港咧就需要喺下個禮拜再可唔可以贏多1-2場入呢個可以入呢個4強係啦。
香港就第一次食咗敗仗啦，咁就會係因為係雙淘汰賽，所以佢仲未輸嘅，仲有一場要打。
但係佢嚟緊香港嘅對手係邊一個咧？就要睇埋今日剩低嗰幾場嘅結果啦。係暫時就未知對手會係邊一個。
Finals week. They will be facing off against the winner of Romania versus South Korea, a very exciting match that we will be seeing.
仲有機會嘅，仲有機會未輸。
咁香港下一個嘅對手咧就會係呢一個嘅
英國或者
係呢個唔係係韓國同埋羅馬尼亞，咁兩隊都係你話係都幾難對付嘅對手嚟嘅。
係仲有Bible
great skill basis to sit on.
打韓國
and they get to sit and watch, you know, in the morning. Tomorrow for us, later today.
有Bible
time zones will be later today for them.
有Bible啊，所以我話未輸咯。
我哋仲有機會啊！
一定有機會。
It's going to be an interesting day because we do still have a
loser
match.
係啦，贏咗一場對嗰次美國bracket reset 贏。
而家先啱啱開始啊，
啱啱開始咋。
Waiting for the winner of that in losers bracket round 5. That'll be also coming up. That'll be 11 UTC. And of course, the other winners bracket semifinal, Canada versus Germany, the rematch from last year's losers bracket final. Coming up.
到你壓翼再到你着 BP 啊！
係咯，你動呢隻 BP New Monitor。
Likewise that we've expected with the semifinals this year again. OWC 2021 continuing to be the most competitive year we have seen thus far. I mean, you look at even the scores from the semifinals this week. 6 3s and 6 2s across the board thus far. This is easily, again, the closest year we've seen.